Hi, this is John McGraw of John McGraw Photography. In this tutorial, I'm just going to show you the very basics of how I work in Grayscale, which is what I use for my black and white. Once again, this is just the very basics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a photo here. I'm going to go to this one right here that I shot a couple months ago in Kentucky. On this first screen, this is typically what it would look like when it opened up. I would just go right here to clarity, and I do a little bit of clarity, which kind of darkens things up. So I don't bring up some shadows. This isn't the grayscale, but this is just kind of some basic stuff I do with photos. The highlights, I might want to have a little more detail on the clouds, so I just bring this down a little bit. That darkens it up a little bit. And then I could go into my grayscale. So I'd go right up here, HSL and grayscale, and go ahead and click on that. And then convert to grayscale right here. I'm just going to click that box right there. And that brings me these options right here for each of the individual colors. So you can just play around with each of these and see if it does anything to your screen. The red doesn't really do a whole lot. The orange, that's going to do the grass right there in this photo. Each photo is a little different on what it will highlight, what it'll bring up and down. Typically the blue will be your sky. So you can bring that up and down. So I want to bring this down a little bit to darken it up, give it a little more detail. So you can just go through each one and see what it does. In this one, really there's just a couple that are working, but bring that up a little bit. And then you could go up here to curves if you wanted to, and you could adjust a few different things right in here. Like the highlights will really bring out the clouds, make it a little bit brighter. See how it really brightened it up, and right here it's a little bit dull. So in this case, I want to have a little more detail right in here. You can do the lights, however you want the photo to look. Darks. It just depends on your image, what you want, what you're looking to get. You could always open this up and do some curves to adjust some specific layers. Like in a tree, maybe brighten that up or darken this down, whichever one you want to do. There's a lot more you can do. This is just the very basics of how I adjust things in the right here in the grayscale. Please come over to my webpage and look at some of my photos, johnmcgrawphotography.com, or go ahead and follow me here on YouTube.